Hello, gamers. I was just going through my YouTube videos and I realized it's been a whole year, over a year, since I did an update on how Helpless is going, our little survival horror video game. Now, if you've been following me on Instagram at Aaron Corbett Music, you'll probably have seen a lot of that's where I do most of my updates and stuff on things. But I figured it's well overdue to do a full kind of YouTube video because a lot's happened in the last year. A lot of good things and a lot of bad things. First, the good news is we got funding from the Ontario Arts Council and the Canada Council for the Arts. We received grants from both of those to be able to work on this game to maybe get some extra help with it. Now the bad news is I keep saying we, but it's just I. My creative game partner Juno Blackwood has exited the project. I will still be using the contributions they made before they left, but it's a complicated situation. Won't get into it, but it's all it's all on me now. It's just me doing everything on my own to complete this game. I've been working hard, kind of puttering away at this. Again, if you follow me on Instagram or subscribe to my Patreon, you might have seen some of the updates that have been happening. Let's just jump into it. I'm going to shrink myself down, put me over here, and we'll start with just some simple things. I thought for sure, all right, so here we are. You'll notice there's a bunch of green apples. These are just kind of test objects that I'll pick up and then go into my inventory, and you see, look at that. Got these little green apples in my inventory. Inventory system has a lot of work. I didn't finish it. I was kind of in the middle of working it when things sort of fell apart. But you'll see there's been a lot of kind of graphical updates, I think. I'm not sure exactly how things were looking the last time. Oh, look at that. We'll get more into her later. This looks, doesn't she look a little familiar though? Kind of, maybe, I don't know. Here we have a little kind of, oh, hi gay, I'm Garfield. Hi Garfield, I'm gay. Look at that. We got a bit of a dialogue system in place. How gay? Oh, it's a little buggy. So gay. But that's there. That'll be being sorted out. This is just a creepy guy. And yeah, look at all this. I went back at the last video to see kind of how polished things were, and it turns out they weren't very polished. And they're still not polished. Still got a lot of work to do. But, we're getting through it. So we have the whole train crash here. We got a fire going on. And we got the sun up there. And look at this. We got Husky the Muskie. Now my Kenora heads out there will know the significance of this little area. We got those trees that don't load right until you're up close. That's fun. Got a little garden area. This is all modeled pretty realistically after the real Husky the Muskie statue in Kenora, Ontario. You'll see it's not painted. It's just a metallic kind of vibe right now, which is, there's plot significance there. Maybe not. We'll see. We got these geese. I'm pretty sure these geese were in the last update. Oh, what happened? There we go. There's my geese distracting techniques. Oh, and look at this guy. So I've been playing around with different textures on this guy. We have, how did I do this? There was a button I pressed to toggle between the different textures that I can't seem to, oh, there we go. So originally he was looking like this, right? But I've been playing around with making him look like this, which is a little less goofy, a little more kind of ominous and spooky. And it will depend sort of on the environment he'll be in, because this isn't exactly where he'll be placed in the full game. But yeah, that looks so cool. That's a really simple kind of, so that's an unlit texture that just has some like noise as a um, an emissive texture over top of the unlit darkness. And the noise is just, it's just placed to the to world coordinates. So he's just kind of like, it gives the illusion that it's sort of like moving. Like when he's standing still, it's still, but when he moves, it kind of, I don't know. It looks cool. I think it looks cool. We got a little building over here. Look at that bridge. Look at how weird and fucked that bridge looks. That's something I'm a fan of. Spooky little house in here. I don't know. Something might happen there. A boat. This boat exists. I mean, this is a prefab boat. I didn't model this boat. But there's a boat in this location in the real life Kenora. I want to pull up in the Husky the Muskie area. All right. So let's take a little guy. Let's kind of go down in there. On the very first stream, you'll remember I was using Google Maps to kind of flesh out this area. So it's not exact. Let's go to where it is. It's obviously not like one-to-one exact because I'm not that meticulous. But look at this. Look at this. We have it all here, beautiful. We have it here, a little less beautiful. All these trees are placed. It's all like, I don't know. I'm kind of really proud of how this area is shaping out. So after I'm done with kind of going through all this stuff, I'm going to be showing a series of Instagram stories that I've been posting in the last few weeks that kind of show some progress on a very special character. So this initially this wasn't a purely autobiographical game. Like the main character, the protagonist, had their own backstory and all that, but I think I'm just going to make it a little more biographical. I'm going to make myself the main character. I'm going to do a little self-insert here in a very direct way. So I've been modeling myself in Reallusion Character Creator. And you might ask yourself, this is a first-person game. What's the point of, modeling, a third-person character that has, complete with animations and all that? Well, there's going to be, not to give too much away, there's going to be segments of the game that are in first person and segments that are in third person to kind of tie in thematically with, the transgender experience of, the complications of self-perception and feeling like yourself. And sort of the closer you get to, in my case, the closer you get to your hometown and sort of the memories of your past pre-transition self, the harder it is to kind of feel complete in your body. And the more you start to kind of see yourself from the outside. I'm not explaining this very well. I think that I might kind of go into this in detail at a later time. But the point is, as you get closer to the school in this game, and then once you're in this school, you'll go from kind of like a first person, like embodying yourself point of view to more seeing yourself from the outside and kind of feeling less connected to your own physical being. Hey everybody, Tangent Aaron here. ADHD has forgot to include an important thing I've been working on. Aaron here, editing room Aaron here. So I'm going to continue showing you what I've been working on in Unreal. But alongside that, so Unreal Engine uses C++ as its coding language, and it handles it all with this in-engine visual system called Blueprints, which is really great. I use it primarily It allows you to kind of like, connect little nodes of code together. You don't have to do any actual writing, but I figured it would be good to actually learn C++ as I'm doing this in case a situation comes up where I want to, write some code of my own to use as a blueprint or what have you. And as well as that, I've been kind of hitting a roadblock with this game when it comes to laying out the actual sort of beat by beat story moments, and also like quest lines. Like, where do you go when you start off? Like, what do you have to do? Because it's like, it's in the classic survival horror tradition of like Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Where it's all about, you're finding items, you got to like use those items in key places. It's all about kind of environmental puzzle solving. So figuring that out in a kind of like beat by beat way has been a challenge, and I was inspired by the GDC talk on the prototyping they did for Breath of the Wild, where they had it all. They basically made a 2D Zelda game, 2D. And they tested out the different kind of environmental mechanics in a 2D environment before even like touching anything in 3D to kind of like show how Link will be able to interact with the world around him. And I was like, what is the story based equivalent of that? How can I create kind of like a very bare bones prototype to kind of help me like organize the quest and the story structure and all that, while simultaneously learning how to code in C++. So what I've been doing in moments where I haven't had access to my computer is I've been making a text-based adventure game that will basically kind of go through what you'll be doing in the Unreal game. And maybe at some point in the game, maybe I can work this into the actual game itself somehow. Maybe like when you're in the school, you'll come across a computer where you can play this on. Maybe it'll have some kind of like key information that you need to solve a puzzle. But it's been really, really fun. So let's go into command prompt. I've already compiled it. So we just run a.exe, and here we have Helpless, Helpless, Helpless. Text-based, I'm going to just move this in case. Here we go, Helpless, 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 a text-based adventure game by Aaron Corbett. So it gives you kind of, I'm not going to like show you all the writing I've done, but this has really been helping me kind of organize the actual story beats. Kind of helps me like lay out some Kenora lore in a way. I haven't gotten very far with it. Go back to sleep, you go to sleep, you die, etc. There's been a lot of writing. I'm going to release all this later, either on a website or again as part of the game, maybe as promotional material. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know how far into the writing of this I'll get. Again, this has been partially an exercise, but partially also just helpful. Kind of like a more fun way for me to kind of lay out the story while engaging my own brain in a challenging way, as opposed to just sitting down with like a pen and paper and, flow charting it all out. But anyways, so back to our regular scheduled content. That's something I've been working on, learning C++ and writing this text-based adventure game about the game that I'm currently making. This is peak ADHD, but it's helpful. It really is helpful. It's good use of my time. Thank you. Let's continue with the regular video. I want to switch over to a different level and show you the third-person character I've been working on. And again, I'm going to be showing a bunch of story posts that I've been posting at the end of this, to kind of more, show you the journey I've been on creating this character. And again, you can follow me on Instagram at Aaron Corbett Music. That's where I've been doing a lot of my updates for this. I'm much more active there than I am on YouTube, clearly. I can't believe how long this game has been in development at this point. It's crazy. Like if you go back, you'll see that it started out as kind of a fixed camera perspective, Resident Evil style gameplay, and I think I kind of want to maybe figure out a way to like switch between that and the first person perspective and the more controlled third person perspective. Again, all in the service of the idea of perceiving yourself as a transgender person and imagining how other people are perceiving you, and revisiting childhood locations when you're a totally different person than who you were. All right, I'm gonna again, I want to thank the Canada Council for the Arts and the Ontario Arts Council for funding this project. And like I said, things are a little bit more complicated now because I'm the one solely working on this. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to finish this. This game is so important to me. This has been something I've been wanting to do since high school, pretty much. And I'm so grateful that I've been able to do it so far. Even though it's been complicated lately, but such is life. Happy Christmas, maybe. Christmas is coming up. It's November 9th. Happy Thanksgiving if you're American, which is bad news. Sorry if you're American. Okay, I just... All right. Yeah, I'm going to post some of those stories now. Thank you for watching. Bye. I think it's slowly coming together. I don't know. My jaw is a little rounder. How can I round this jaw out? I think that's nicer. This is a weird kind of weird experience, honestly. I'm not I'm not one for realism generally, so this is kind of peculiar for me, I guess. I don't know. Is that me? Is that me? My face is longer than that. I can't really get it like longer without, I don't know, skull height. Yeah, that doesn't help. That doesn't help anyone. Anyways, I should probably do something else with my time. This is starting to drive me crazy. Okay, that's enough of this. So I am incorporating my beloved goose dress that I recently acquired here in Toronto into my character design. If you've seen me in this dress recently, you'll know that the style of the dress is not correct. My dress is not sleeveless. There is some short sleeves around here. I could probably find an asset that is more, that matches the real dress a little bit more. But the assets for this character creation thing get f***ing expensive. Like this whole hair system that I got, that I'm not entirely happy with, was like over $200, and that'll let me create a lot of different hairstyles down the road. So it is a bit of an investment. I'm going to be creating a lot of characters in this system, but like, yeah, like that's what the grant money is going towards, pretty much, is all these like fucking expensive assets and shit. But hold on, gotta do another video. The way I got the pattern for this dress was I took a photo of the dress, and I have it right here. It's not a photorealistic tiling. I'm not smart enough to do that. What I did was I actually copied it into Photoshop here. I traced over it, one half of it, with this mirror plugin thing on. Oops. So what that allowed me to do, oh, come on. what that allowed me to do was just, trace it so it's symmetrical, brought it into another document here, and just, manually copy and pasted it in a perfectly symmetrical way so it tiles. I'm sure there's a much easier way I could have done that. This took me like an hour or two, but it works. As you can see, now I have it to use as such. And it's not photorealistic, but it is works really well. This is the goose dress in question that I copied over. As you can see, there's some differences with like the acid I use. Like this neckline is a little more V, it's a little slightly more sleeve. There's a belt, there's pockets. It's really great. I don't know what the ethics are of me like tracing this pattern and using it in my game, because this is like, someone designed this dress. This isn't like some mass manufactured thing. I think it was from a designer in the UK who shipped it to the doll factory on Roncesvalles Avenue, where I bought it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone can weigh in as if I'm like stealing this design or something. I can credit the designer if I find where they are, but like I don't think I should. Would I need to owe them royalties? I don't know how any of this works. Anyways, that's what I've been doing for the past few hours, is making this dress digital. So I brought my character into Unreal via character creator specific Unreal exporter. As you can see, the dress doesn't, the physics of it are working mostly, but it's not on my body. And the hair looks like it's some Gollum stringy hair. My hair is so much more voluptuous than that. Look how it is here. This is normal style. This is how the hair should look. Kind of. Oh, I can't even zoom in. I can't. Oh, it's late. Oh, I can't even. I needed 2 hands to pan up. It's not worth it. Anyways. Yeah, I regret spending so much money on that fucking hair. I'll tell you that. Tell you that much. Belly button. Alright, I tried importing it under some different settings. Let's see if that fixed. Oh my god! What the Oh no! Oh no! Jesus Christ! Jesus fucking Christ! Ah! Ah! Oh no! And I did it after some tweaking, and this took so long because every time I import this into Unreal, it takes like 20 minutes to like import things and set it up. The hair is, oh god, still very unhappy with the hair. My hair is not that straight. My hair is not that whatever. This doesn't need to be fucking perfect. Because the face also doesn't really look like me. But I'm working it out. Yeah, but look at that. The dress is on her. It's perfect. She's got the fucking red Converse that I got. She's got the goose dress that I got. The glasses are just like some modified sunglasses thing that's not perfect, but this is a prefab. This animation comes with the character creator software, and I don't like it. That's not how I walk. I don't have my mouth open like that. Anyways, it's late. I'm gonna go to bed now. Good night. Good night. If you're wondering how I fixed the dress problem, because the dress, when I imported it into Unreal, it was kind of located strangely, and I thought that I would be able to just select the dress as its own asset and like kind of scale it up so it would kind of go over the bounds, but I couldn't really do that because it seems to be baked into the skeletal mesh. So what I did was in Unreal, in this character creator 4 software, select the dress. I click this conform up here, and you can increase the size of it, right? And so I increased it by like a tiny bit, just like 0.1 or something, so that it wasn't like so close to the body itself. And I don't know if this made a difference, but I said save as default. So now the size of this now is a little bit larger than it was originally, and that seemed to do it. Once I saved that and brought it into Unreal, Wow. Wow. What happens if I... Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, let's have no physics on anything. Oh, I see. I see. I see. So the character creator skeleton mercifully uses more or less the same skeleton as the Unreal default mannequin. Oh my god. It's a little weird, but I'm able to, like, you know, plug in this mesh into its default third party. Sorry, third person. Look at this fucking jump. Anyways, I won't be using these animations because they look how fucking silly they are. But why can't I even... There we go. This is fucking great. Look at me go. Look at my posture. Look at my poise, my stance. I can flash the game, people, my audio, my... What am I talking about? My underwear. Underwear. I don't care about my dreams. I don't know about my dreaming anymore. All that I know is I'm falling, 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 falling. Might as well fall. I love working on this game because it gives me healthy ways to take out my frustrations on myself. Look at that. Look at that. Now I can just... I do have a therapist, so don't worry about this. This is healthy. What is going on right now? This is a healthy thing I'm doing. Oh, Unreal Delights. Unreal Delights, more like. Wahoo! Look at my idle animation next to the default idle animation. So you'll notice, oh, side note, you'll notice I made the hair less whispery, but now it looks like that. Now it looks even possibly worse. But I don't know, whatever. The hair issue is going to get sorted out, or it's not. Either way, what was I talking about? Yeah, look at this. Look at this. It's got my trademark slight hunch. Maybe not enough of a hunch, frankly. I haven't animated any of like the walking cycles yet or anything like that, but I've got my fucking stoic pose. Just, you know, legs together, kind of a little bit tense. My fingers shouldn't be so spread apart. But that's not how I stand. I stand much more like this. Like a little clown. Like a little... Yeah, that's me. That's me. Fuck you. Alright, would you look at this? I got my own walk and run animations all loaded up. And they work. The walking is a little bit slidey. As you can see, it's a little bit slower than the character is moving, so the feet kind of drag. Oh, there's like a walk in place animation. That's still the prefab one.
which is why she has a bit of a wider stance when you're going super slow. So I guess that's one more animation I gotta replace. But this is good. I'm feeling good about this. It's feeling a little bit more natural, a little bit more how I want it to look. Again, the animations aren't perfect, but you know, it's starting to feel a little bit more like me, I guess. Nothing will ever feel as much as me as this, though. This is peak Aaron right here. Just, yep. So there you have it. Be sure to like and subscribe, and maybe in another year, I'll do another update. Who knows? Who knows what crazy things will happen by then. No, but I do plan on doing more updates. I do plan on doing more of these. Follow me on Instagram, Aaron Corporate Music. Subscribe to me on Patreon, because yes, this game does have grant money, which has been great, but I still need to live and eat and make rent and buy food. So yeah, subscribe to me on Patreon to help this project come to completion and fruition. I do want to say thank you to the Ontario Arts Council for funding this project. And yeah, I hope to do more of these very soon. You know, the game has a long way to go. It's got a long way to go. It's got a long fucking way to go. But we'll see. You're doing it. You're doing it, friend. You're fucking doing it.